Hello students, welcome to Python class. So last two sessions in two videos, so we have discussed regarding Python functions or functions in Python. So there are two types of functions, value returning functions and void functions. So two of them we finished, like void functions and value returning functions, and as well as we finished local and global variables and how to make use of them in the class. And one part is left over in validating functions, importing Python library. So Python library functions or modules are again comes under the category validating functions, like math. Okay, math module is there, we could use math module. So today we are going to discuss the two modules, random function usage and how to use math functions. And finally we'll going to learn how to add our own functions, user functions, into the Python module, into the Python library for code reusability. Okay, like packages in Java. Okay, right, let us continue with how to import Python functions, not Java, Python functions, and mathematical module and other concepts. Okay. కామెంట్ చేయండి, వీడియోలో చేయండి beneath the video in YouTube, not in the group. ఓకేనా? Okay, so here it is, standard library functions and their import statement and the import statement. So like any other language, like Java or C, C++, Python still is having the standard library functions. These functions are known as library functions or inbuilt functions. Sometimes we'll say inbuilt functions also. Okay. And however, we are using some of the Python library functions are built into Python interpreter. Okay, మనం యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం ఆల్రెడీ కొన్ని ఏంటి అవి, what are they? So print input, last time we have used range in for loop. Print, some of the Python library functions are built into Python. If you want to use them, simply call the function. This is case with the print input range అంటే ఇవన్నీ ఆల్రెడీ వాడాము. So where all these files are contained అంటే modules. Many of the functions in the standard library however are stored in a files are known as modules. ఇక్కడ మాడ్యూల్ని ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకేనా? సో పైథాన్లో మాడ్యూల్ అంటాం, మాడ్యూల్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. జావాలో మనం లైబ్రరీ లేదా ప్యాకేజ్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసి ఇక్కడ మాడ్యూల్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేయాలి. These modules which are copied to your computer when you install Python, so they will be automatically available with the Python software. In order to call a function, that is stored in a module, you have to write an import statement of top of your program. So import, same like Java. An import statement tells the interpreter the name of the module that contains the function. For example, if you are using square root function, you should do import math module. I'm going to click import math to work with the math functions. So here all the library functions or modules contain function. So Python library will follow principle input, library function will process, will produce the output. Okay, so they will undergo the black box text, or the black box text they will follow, black box principle they will be following. What is black box? The term black box used to describe any mechanism that accepts input, performs some operation and produces the output. So this is black box principle, so still used by Python modules or Python functions. Right. So that is library introduction. So generating random numbers, we have random function so that a random number will be generated. Okay. So what do you mean by random number? So you could tell a number 1 to 10 immediately, any random number. One of you may tell 10, one of you may tell 6. So like randomly one number will be generated. Why random numbers should be used? Generally random numbers are used in games. Okay, and as well as random numbers are useful in simulation program. Simulation program means where the objects are operated controlled by the systems. Okay, any right other application which is controlled by the system is called simulation. Random numbers are used in statistical programs. Random numbers are commonly used in computer security encryptions. Okay, right. So in order to use the random number, okay, we have to import a random model. Python provides several library functions for working with random numbers. Okay. These functions are stored in a model named random in the standard library. What is the name of the model? Random. You should import to work with the random numbers. Which random numbers you could produce? You can use or you can generate random numbers for integer as well as float. Okay. So rand int method is there to produce the integer numbers. Okay, so we'll see rand int and one more function is there to produce for the float point numbers. I will show all the methods together. Let's see what is one second. Our function will be called here. Okay. Rand range, random and uniform. Okay. So rand int rand range will produce random numbers of integer type. Random and uniform will produce float numbers as randomly. Okay, na? If you want to produce float numbers from one range is 1.5 to 7.5 randomly, you can use okay a random and uniform function. Okay, so the rand range function and the rand int function will generate integers. So rand range, for example, number to random range will store 10, one of the number to 10 in number function. Rand range. Okay, there are other functions. See. Both rand int and rand range functions return an integer number. Random function, however, returns a random floating point number. Okay. Both the rand int, మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నా, I recall both the rand int and rand range functions return integer numbers. The random function, okay, random మళ్ళీ random function, math module dot random function. Module name is random for everything, for int float. Both rand int and rand range for integers. Random function and right uniform function for generating of float. So random number don't want any range, directly it will be producing. Okay, that when uniform is used, random dot uniform function returns a random floating number in the range of 1.0 through 10.0 and assigns to okay. అలానే ఇక్కడ ర్యాండమ్ నెంబర్ సీడ్ అనే ఫంక్షన్ ఒకటి ఉంది. సరే, ఫస్ట్ ఇక్కడ ర్యాండమ్ అనేది ఇంపోర్ట్ చేశారు. ఇది ఇంటరాక్టివ్ మాడ్యూల్, నాట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. ర్యాండమ్ డాట్ సీడ్, ర్యాండ్ డాట్ ఇంట్, ర్యాండ్ ఇంట్ 100 అంటే వన్ ర్యాండమ్ నెంబర్ ఫ్రమ్ మినిమం 1 to 100 రేంజ్లో అగైన్. ఓకే, ర్యాండ్ ఇంట్. సో ఇక్కడ సీడ్ అనే ఫంక్షన్ ఉంది. సీడ్ అనే ఫంక్షన్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, once you have been used the rand int for several times, 3 times, 4 times, okay, after 10 minutes again you want the same random number, that time you can use seed function. Seed ante lock chestadi వచ్చిన random values ni. The seed function will lock the random numbers which are generated for the first time. For example, very first time 1 to 6 statements, rand int is called for 2 times. Before that, seed function is used 10. Okay, again random to produce 58 only. So 4 answers we got. Very first time we got 58, 43, 58, 21. Next time again, if you are after 10 minutes you think of, again you use, look at the same numbers 58, 43, 58, 21. Okay, so if you don't want to change the random numbers, that time we should go for the random function. So next directly jump to the this already finished math model. I will finish. So we have math class in Java. Similarly, math model you can use with Python. What it is, the Python standard library math model contain numerous functions that can be used in mathematical calculations. Okay, so power function, square root function, log function, like we could use. So here we have math square root function result. Elavadali how to use math dot square root. Just now if it is random dot random random dot random random dot c. Okay, so like result equal to math dot square root. So what is the model here? Name of the model is math model. Function name is. Before that we should import math model into the program. For example, we could see a program here. Import math. Input a number to float. Use a variable square root. So math dot square root we are using. Before that we are importing math using math dot square root. Okay, so 25 square root is 5.0. So there are certain other functions. Okay, there is a list of functions. Okay, arc cosine, arc sine, seal value, cos, already this all there in the Java library. No need to explain. I think square root, tangent value, square root value. Okay, na? The power function we have operator power star star. There it is covered. Hypotenuse, cos function, log function. Okay, there are two constant also, pi dot, math dot pi and math dot exponent. Okay, so this is importing of math model. Next, storing functions in modules. So we have a concept of package in Java. There all the public classes and their methods can be added to the package, so that they're called user packages. So first program will create the package and will place the functions like public, and that will be compiled, so that in the next program we could import the package. Okay, the package once you recall in Java. Here also storing functions in modules. A module is a file that contains Python code. Just now we discussed Java Python library consists of modules. So here a module is a file name which contains Python code. So still here also, like packages or user packages in Java, you could write your own functions in a module, inside a module. Okay, here no special statement, just you have to place your methods or functions inside a program. No need of creating any model here. Okay, that the program name is called as a model. Okay, file that contains Python code or not. Okay, later you can use you can recall the method in other program. Okay, same user package. Once again I'm saying recall user packages. Okay, so here there is a program, there is an example is being given. So circle.python program. See, no need of importing anything. In order to use pi constant, we are importing math. So actually here this program consists of code to find area of a circle.py. So we'll place a method called function define area input or argument radius will accept and will return math 2 into 2 pi 2 into math.py into radius, or 2 into 3.1416 you can write, no problem. So next rectangle.py, like this you can write the programs. So no circle.program, circle.py and math.py is called into one more program called geometry.py. geometry.py. So for program 5.8 shows a complete program that uses these modules. So you can skip a rectangle program, directly you can import only circle. This you can skip. Okay. So area of circle, area of rectangle. Okay, so like a menu will be given for you, and just I will recall area of circle. Okay. If the choice is, ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాడు కదా ఒక మెనూ డిస్ప్లే చేస్తున్నాడు. If the choice is area of circle choice enta, user will be asked the choice 1 2 3 4, you have to give quit 5. A menu will be displayed. So what is the option for circle? Circle module contains a circle program contains to find method to find area of circle kada. Menu చూడండి. When the program is executed, we get the menu area of circle 1 2 for circumference 3 4 5. So two programs will design rectangle.py, circle.py. If the user gives choice 1, for example, enter the circle's radius. The area of is 3.14. Okay, once we'll observe the code, choice is 1, then what happens here? If 1 is given, what will be called here means, see here display menu, the menu will be displayed, choice will be red, choice will have the value 1 to 5, 1 2 3 to 5, any one value. So 1 is same as the radius will be called, input enter the radius. Okay, next, what is called here? Circle dot area of radius. Where is circle dot area? In this program we don't have circle dot area. Where it is? So very starting we have designed a model rectangle.py and circle.py. So this one, so circle.py model. Okay, here it is called and see area method, area of radius, return map.py into radius into radius. Okay, so that is called here in this program, so that we are getting the area of circle. First two lines, if choice equal area of if choice equal to area circle underscore choice radius, so accept the radius, input the radius, the area is, so how it is called circle dot area. Before that again I will show, we should import the model. What is the model to be imported in the beginning? See, so these two lines. So circle functions are given, circle parameter, circumference parameter, sorry area perimeter. Okay, circle circumference, sorry, this is rectangle area, rectangle perimeter, rectangle area, rectangle circumference. దీంట్లో ఉంది, this consists of rectangle methods. Circle dot area is called. So we should write program for this option, area, adding the model list to your functions. Okay, so this chapter is over. Up to here only functions topic over. So this is the third video I am posting, third class regarding functions topic. So next session we will be discuss regarding files and exceptions in Python, how to handle exceptions and okay. So this I'll try to post tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Okay, read the comments. Okay, for using your own account, please okay sir in the YouTube వీడియోలో కామెంట్స్ చేయండి. తెలుగులో చెప్తే ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్తున్నా, ఇంకే భాషలో చెప్పాలో తెలియట్లేదు. వ్యూస్, మెనీ వ్యూస్ ఐఎమ్ గెటింగ్, బట్ కామెంట్స్ ఫ్యూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్. కామెంట్ మీన్స్ మీరు చూసారని అర్థం. మా కామెంట్ అంటే ఏదో బాగా చెప్తున్నాను కాదు, లేదా మాకు అప్రిషియేషన్ కాదు. సో దిస్ ఈస్ వేర్ రైట్ for clarification whether you have watched the video or not. Okay, so I hope you understand better. Okay, so if any doubts are there, post on the group, no problem, in functions. Okay, right.